people hospitalized after a Macon Transit Authority bus landed on top of an SUV. It happened just before 6 p.m. last night in downtown Macon.
We got these photos. I want you to check them out on your screen from viewer Arlene Simmons. Just take a look at that bus. She was there moments after that crash happened.
We noticed when we got closer that there was a vehicle upside down with people in it, and the bus was on top of it. So immediately prayers went up. We were in awe.
Definitely a scary situation, sending prayers to those people. This is the aftermath of the crash right here. You can see a Macon Transit Authority bus on top of that Subaru SUV. Now, this is what the sheriff's office says happened. The driver of the SUV was making a left turn from MLK Jr. Boulevard onto Cherry Street. The bus was traveling south down MLK and hit the SUV at the intersection, flipping the SUV over. The bus then rolled on top of the SUV. Jerry Pettis from Macon says he heard it happen and helped pull a man from the back seat of the Subaru.
6 passengers and a driver were on the bus at that time of the accident. The Subaru just had 2 people in it. All 9 people went to the hospital by ambulance. Thankfully, we can report this morning everyone is expected to be okay. The sheriff's office did not provide the cause of the crash as the investigation is still ongoing.
This morning, police are still looking for the driver in connection to a deadly hit and run on Hickory Street near Watson Boulevard. In video released last night, you can see the moment a silver or gold 4-door sedan hit 47-year-old Christopher Milan just before 10 p.m. Tuesday.
Hit somebody, please stop. Whether you're at fault or their fault, everybody has family. Doesn't matter who it was that got hit. Please take the time to stop, check on them, call us.
Warner Robins Police Sergeant Tim Pipio says the car they're looking for has one brake light working on the passenger side and damage to the hood. He also says there's probably damage to the passenger side of the car. Milan was crossing Watson when he was hit in the westbound outside lane. Pipio says because the driver didn't stop, help Milan, or come back, it's no longer a misdemeanor. This could be a felony case. He says this is the city's second fatal hit and run this year. Both happened on Watson Boulevard. If you have any information on the accident, you can call Macon Regional Crime Stoppers. That number is 1-877-68-CRIME. Again, 1-877-68-CRIME.
It's 5:36 on your Friday. This morning, the Houston County Sheriff's Office needs your help after a drive-by shooting Saturday night. On Saturday, the sheriff's office was called to the 100 block of Oakwood Drive for an aggravated assault. There, deputies found an 18-year-old shot in the arm. His wound was minor and he did not need medical attention. Deputies say the investigation is ongoing and this shooting could be gang-related. Off the exit of I-16, you'll most likely see some of Central Georgia's homeless population, but as drivers pass along, there is a new sign that says panhandling is not safe. Macon Mayor Lester Miller saw the signs in other areas and asked the United Way of Central Georgia to be a part of this project. Dialing 211 will take you to an information referral service that will send you a link allowing you to donate directly to the United Way of Central Georgia. The nonprofit says those donations will help the homeless and the county's Brookdale Resource Center.
If you really want to help these folks, the money that you contribute through this initiative goes into a special fund here as part of Brookdale that's then used for us to do the outreach with those folks and get them these services.
For people who choose to donate by dialing 211, 100% of those proceeds will go to the Brookdale Resource Center.
Time is 5:37. A look at your state news. A 24-year-old Georgia man will spend the next 12 months on probation for taking part in the January 6th Capitol riots. A U.S. District Judge sentenced Benjamin Torrid during a hearing yesterday. He'll spend the first 2 months on house arrest. Back in March, he pleaded guilty to a single charge of parading, demonstrating, or picketing in the Capitol building. He will also have to pay an over $1,100 fine, $500 in restitution, and complete 60 hours of community service. Well, since COVID-19 restrictions have eased, most Americans have returned to their daily routines. Unfortunately, experts say this has caused a rise in hot car child deaths. Right now, the Peach State is leading the nation in hot car deaths. 3 of the 9 that happened across the country this year were in Georgia. Since 1998, more than 900 children have died in vehicles from the heat. That's according to NoHeatstroke.org. And over time, Georgia has the 5th highest number. In other state news, a Fulton County judge ruled that 2 Georgia lawmakers must testify before a special grand jury investigating the 2020 election. However, the judge did set limits for what the jury can ask. The grand jury subpoenaed Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan and former state Senator William Ligon to testify. It's part of their investigation into whether former President Donald Trump and his allies illegally meddled in the 2020 presidential election in Georgia. The 2 lawmakers asked the judge to challenge the subpoenas, but he denied that motion. While they must testify, the judge says they have broad immunity, but can be asked about their conversations with people outside of the legislature.
All right, let's get you ready for all there is to do this weekend in Central Georgia. At Startup Studios Sunday, you can kick your afternoon with a free art day with some friends. It goes from 2:30 p.m. to 3:30 on 1055 Riverside Drive in beautiful Macon. You'll be able to create your own unique painting that you can take home. Do note now there is a limit of 1 per customer. There will be a craft beer bar and also a selection of non-alcoholic beverages. Hello, and tomorrow at Okmulgee National Park, learn 2 games Mississippians played 1,000 years ago. This fun, active event is a way for kids to learn history and encourage tactile learning. The event will be in the green space next to the Visitor Center parking lot at 2.
And your child's gonna iguana be heading to the Reptile Rendezvous at the Museum of Arts and Sciences. The Day of Family Fun, sponsored by Geico, will let your kiddos meet the reptiles at the museum's mini zoo. There's also some special guests visiting the museum. The Reptile Rendezvous is included with regular admission prices, and members, you get in for free. That's tomorrow starting at 10 a.m. and it goes until 4. And tomorrow at the Douglas Theater, you can see Hamlet. It starts at 12:55 and runs for about 3 hours. Tickets are $15 for students, $20 for seniors, and general admission is $25. The opera chat will be given by Dr. Mary Keating from Georgia Military College. That will happen at 12:30.